A very good evening to all of you, and today we will discuss the fossils. As you know that a fossil in Hindi, this is known as the जीवाश्म. The how we can get the fossil to dig out, खोद कर निकाला गया. So this is a very important aspects of the fossil, and fossil is connected with the living one. The fossil is connected with the organic in connection. So the fossil, which mean in Latin is the dig out. So the fossilis means the dig out. So remains of the plant as well as the animal which lived in the remote past, which preserved in rock in one form or another, is called the fossil. So anything that is connected with the plants as well as the inorganic in connection is technically called the that remains of the into the earth, you can say, and that is called the fossil. The knowledge of the fossil is essential to know the types of plants which has been ever been occupied this earth crust through the ages bygone, and this is also required for the evolutionary process, and this is a clear manifestation of prehistoric living beings. The fossils is a part of organism which is required to prove its existence. There are 7 types of fossils has been recognized. The first type is fossil is called the dead and preserved body. Dead and preserved body, the actual dead, the preserved one, or the part or the of animal as well as the plant with original tissues intact. They enclosed in ice, amber as well as the mummified by various ways or various forms, and this is called the fossil, which comes under the dead and preserved body. In this case, you got the point that these are the actual remains, clear, and these in this case the original tissues are remain intact and they are enclosed in ice, amber as well as the mummified in various ways. The second type of fossil is called the petrified fossil. Petrified fossil, the organic matter is replaced by the mineral material. So in this case you may got the point that the organic material, इसका मतलब है कि जो living plant था उसको replace किसने कर दिया? Mineral matter ने कर दिया. तो final structure of the tissues are duplicated and rendered permanent. So this is technically comes from organic one, which remains into the mineral material, which remains what we can say the जो organic material था उसने mineral material के में वो जब गिरा उसका print जो था वहां पर बन गया. So that means that this is a duplicate structure, or this is a this which become render permanent. So this is called the petrified fossil. The third type is called the cast or mold. The cast or mold, in this case, the plant and animal which has been laid down in a mud or clay, and when it in mud or clay, the plant as well as the animal, they left the impression, and mud become or the clay become hardened. And once it become hardened, so organic matter is going to be disintegrated. And this once the organic matter is been disintegrated, so impression is there. So once the impression is there, so that means the mold as well as which is filled with the hard mineral material, and once you are moving removing the matrix, so this is forming the perfect cast. So this is a third type of fossil. As we just recognize the point that in the first type we recognize the dead and preserved body, then the second type is the petrified fossil, and the third type is called the cast as well as the mold. The fourth type of fossil is called the imprints. The imprints are the plant, once the plant part or the animal part is buried into the soil, and once it is buried into the soil, it become hardened. So once the soil is going to hard, so it forms the rock. And once it is forming the rock, so impression of organism might be there, and it left into the rock. So after the decomposition, print has been, or the imprint has been formulated, you can say. The print is the preserved external features only. The fifth one is called the actual remains. The actual remains are young age fossil which do not decompose completely due to the low temperature as well as the vacuum. So material is resistant to the natural decomposition, they become preserved. For example, the cuticle, cutin, sporopollenin in the wall of the pollen grains and a spore. And this is a actual remains that has been occupied the fifth type of fossils. The sixth type of fossil is called the chemical remains, and in this chemical remains, the amino acids and hydrocarbons are present in the living cells, and they in the natural state or in modified form, they preserve into the rock, you can say. So the organic matter of the petrified plant or the organs has been incorporated. So that is connected. So amino acid as well as the hydrocarbon, which is connected with the living one. So it remains to be there. So this is a chemical remains. So this is a sixth type of fossil. The seventh type of fossil is called the product of activity of organism. So in this case, the product excreted by the living organism obtained after excavation. So for example, the Harappa ki khudai. So these are the best example you could say. So anything which is connected with the living organism and products that has been formulated by the living organism way is bygone, and that has been obtained after the excavation. For example, the secreted lime deposit of algae, which is also called the tufa. And in such examples, other examples are pottery, manufacturing good after the excavation. So these are the 7 type of fossils which is recognized. We just got the point at the fossil which comes out through the dig out. And this has been, there are 7 types: dead and preserved body, petrified fossil, cast and mold, imprints, actual remains, chemical remains, products of activity of organism. So these 7 type of fossils are been there. Now the another type of question comes in your mind that as we just talk about the fossils, so there is another question comes in your mind that how the fossils can be formulated, how the fossilization can takes place. So the fossilization is a process by which a fossil can form. So fossil technically it occur into the in situ areas, where the estuarine areas there are 5 type of formations may be there. Petrification means the transformation of organic tissue into the stone. Clast or incrustation, impression, compression, as well as the rock, mineral, etc. of organic origin. There are some other connected words are also with there, pseudofossils as well as the Gondwana flora. So pseudofossils means the technically this is a nakli fossil जिसको हम कह सकते हैं, that has also been recognized. So first question comes to your mind that how the process of fossil formation can take place. So the fossilization process is starting from ancient plant which is turned into the fossil. This is called the fossilization process, because you know that the sedimentary rocks, how the sedimentary rocks has been formulated. This sedimentary rocks has been formulated after the deposition, and the process of fossilization in nature is even now. So the first one is the igneous rocks, and then the settlement has been started by the various debris, and this technically form the sedimentary rocks. So preservation occurs into the in situ area, or either that has been brought by the rivers into the estuarine areas, so where the deposition can take place. So the fossilization in the fossilization process, protoplasmic content disappear first because it comes under the sedimentation. It comes under the pressure. So this first process is that the fossilization protoplasmic content is disappear first. Then the softer parenchymatous tissues disappears second one. Then the harder woods and the skeleton chymatous as well as the cutin cells. The first hazard that simultaneously in the process of fossilization is decay caused by the organism, and then growing pressure of many sedimentary rocks. The pressure first reduces the vacant space inside the cell, the watery substances out. Compressed fossil under the favorable condition has been formulated. So point is, the interested one is that the first the liquid one, the smooth cells comes disappearing first, then the harder one, and then the harder one, the hard one which remains to be there. This is into the what we can say into the compressed form, and this compressed form is technically comes into the form of the fossil. The first type of fossil formation is called the petrification. This is the best type of, or as we can say, the rarest type of fossilization. Transformation of organic substances into the stone. Buried plant material, that the plant material is going to be buried, and that absorb the mineral solution like silicates, carbonate, sulfate as well as the phosphate. And then once these organic connection with the inorganic salts, so inorganic materials, so infiltration followed by the precipitation has taken place, and this change into the silicates, calcium carbonate, magnesium carbonate, iron sulfide, which is impregnated with the tissue. The most organic material has been destroyed. The original cell wall compound remains, and whole structure become the stone-like. So this is the first type of fossil formation. As we just started the point is that the buried plant material is ultimately converting into the stone-like structure. The second type of fossil formation is called the karst or incrustation. The plant part which get covered with the sand as well as the mud. In course of time, the plant material inside rotten away and leaves hollow. So that becomes a cavity, and once the cavity has been formulated, it filled with some rock material. In course of time, inside and outside solidified with the stone. External part may be peeled off, leaving cast, showing surface feature. Cast does not contain original plant, but show the plant part as it was. So it cannot show the internal anatomy. So in the point we find it in karst as well as the incrustation. Plant part which again into the buried condition, it is get covered by, but a specific type of soil is been there, the sand as well as the mud. And this is showing the external feature. This is showing the surface features. So this is a second type of fossilization, which is called a karst or incrustation. The third type of fossilization is called the impression. Impression, a leaf or the organic part falling into the semi-stiff clay leaves impression on the surface. In course of time, it clay turned into the stone. It is a permanent one. Impression can show the full details of venation, darker color as well as the painting like. So the impression is the just how we can get the duplicate copy. A leaf or the organic part, clearly it under the clay, once the clay has been becoming the stone, so the external features may be there. So for example, the darker color, painting, venation may be there. The fourth type is called the compression. The compression is a degree of impression. The organic remains of plant actually remain into the fossil but highly compressed. So these great pressure flatten out the at round and solid organs, so it becomes a carboniferous film. So this is just an impression, and then this is the same one is a compression. But the point of interest is that this occur into the very compressed stage. So because due to the pressure and great pressure solidified, and it becomes the carbonaceous film. The fifth type of fossilization process is called the rock mineral etc. of organic origin. The stone showing the footprints of organism, gum of ancient resin, coniferous tree, umber, the coal, compressed fossil derived from primeval forest, petroleum, fossil organism and responsible for formation, the graphite, another example, pencil, carbon is the organic origin. So these are the rock mineral etc. of organic origin. But another, as we just started to the fossil point, is that the formation of crystalline which is resemble with some plants is known as the pseudofossils. But there is no organic connection is there, only the formation as well as the crystallization of the inorganic salts has taken place. These are called the pseudofossils. The Gondwana flora is very important flora for India because it has been divided into the upper Carboniferous as well as the Jurassic, and in this time the large number of fossils has been formulated, and Permian is also been very regarded as a great coal formation is in India. In some cases, the mineral formation, crystallization resemble with the plant which is recognized as fossil, but they are not the fossil because they are technically no organic connections is there. And Gondwana flora, as you know that the upper Carboniferous as well as the Jurassic is important fossil flora of India, and Permian in India is regarded as the great coal formation age of particularly in the earth. So technically we find that the fossils are responsible to know how the evolution has taken place and how the development has taken place. This comes under the fossil, and the fossils are very important one. So because it gives the about our past. So there are 7 types of fossils is there, and how the process of fossil formation can take place. 5 types of process has been recognized which comes under the fossilization. Thank you. Namaskar.